The NBA trade season may be over with, but that doesn't mean the Knicks are done making moves. New York is currently seeking a wing to add to the bench, and they know exactly who they want to add. But there's a catch. They can't add this player until March 1st. We're going to break down exactly who the Knicks are looking to add and all of these latest reports today. But before we get started, guys, about 54% of you watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel. We are on a mission to try to reach 25,000 subscribers, and we could really use your support. If you enjoy daily Knicks content like this, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button because it could really support all the great content that we're creating for you. And now, let's get started. The Knicks are looking to add another wing to their bench unit. The Knicks made only one lower-level trade during the trade deadline. They moved Jericho Sims to the Milwaukee Bucks in exchange for DeLon Wright. But the Knicks are not done making moves. New York is still looking to add another wing to their bench unit. And even though the trade deadline is over with, it doesn't mean that the Knicks cannot still add talent to this team. There are a number of avenues the Knicks can visit to add more players to this roster. But there's a catch. They have to wait until March 1st before they can add that player. Let's break down these latest reports from SNY NBA insider Ian Begley regarding the Knicks and who they're planning to add on March 1st. Ian Begley on the Knicks' next move after the trade deadline. I want to note first here on the buyouts that the Knicks, they cannot sign a player who is making $12.8 million or more with their previous salary because they're a first apron team. The one thing that I'm keeping an eye on with that 15th roster spot is on March 1st. That's the date where the Knicks will have enough room to fit a prorated veteran minimum salary under that second apron. I know that TJ Warren had impressed them in camp, and I think he's continued to impress them by going down to the Westchester team and being with those young guys in the G League. I would keep an eye there in terms of where they might look on the buyout market. But it's clear, on March 1st, the most likely player to be added to this team with that final 15th roster spot is TJ Warren. Not surprised by this news at all. If you look at the channel and the number of videos that we've released about TJ Warren, then you know exactly like I do that he has impressed the Knicks ever since coming here in the offseason. And since that point, all his play, everything that he's done in the G League has continued to impress the Knicks. He is one of the top level scorers in the G League. He can score with ease. He can rebound. He can give you size. And if he's healthy, he might be able to give you that TJ Warren that we saw in the bubble all those years ago. And if the Knicks are able to add a player like that at a very low cost without having to give up assets, that is a huge improvement to this team. But here's the problem. They have to wait until March 1st in order to sign TJ Warren. And the reason I'm saying it's a problem is this list for TJ actually had another player added to it before. But now that player has been removed because he was signed by another team. You guys know who I'm talking about. Chuma Okeke. On March 1st, the Knicks' original plans were either to add Chuma Okeke or TJ Warren to this team. And if you know me, I have been speaking very loudly about the Knicks adding Chuma to this roster. He's essentially Josh Hart 2.0. He gives you everything a Knicks team would need as a contending team off the bench. Perfect Tom Thibodeau guy, 3-and-D player, and again, a threat for a triple-double each and every time he is on the floor. But at this point, the Knicks no longer have that option. The only player they're currently looking at is TJ Warren. And out of all the players in Westchester at this point in time, TJ right now makes the most sense for the Knicks to call up and add to the main club. Even if he's not going to get the same type of touches that he would in the G League, he's still going to be able to shoot the ball. He's still going to have that same level of accuracy. He can still create his own shot. And coming off the bench, we could utilize another player like that. His defense isn't what it used to be when he was a little bit younger, but it doesn't mean he doesn't play any defense. He's still 31 years old. He can still play defense, score with the best of them. And I think if the Knicks wanted to add another player at a very low cost without having to gut this team or hurt this team, The way you do that is by adding TJ. But like I said, you're going to have to wait until March 1st. And with Chuma, we saw they wanted to wait until March 1st. And then a couple of hours after the deadline, the 76ers sign him. What's going to happen with TJ? Is he going to be signed by another team as well, too? That's where the Knicks are right now. And that's why if I'm the Knicks, and I'm not sure if they can do this given their cap restrictions, but this is what I would do. I would wait 2 more days. And then after that, I would sign TJ Warren if I know I'm going to sign him to the main club to a 10-day contract. 2 10-day contracts. That would give us 20 days. So if you wait 2 days, that's February 9th. 20 days from February 9th is March 1st. March 1st is the date that you can add talent. So if you do that, you can hold on to TJ, prevent any other team from adding him, and then when you're ready, you can add him to the main club. The only issue there is it's going to hit your cap. It's going to cost you some money. But if the Knicks can afford to do it, this is what they should do to protect their asset in TJ. Because if they don't do that, I'm afraid he won't be available. But here's the thing. You need a backup. You always need a backup plan. The backup plan for Chuma was TJ. Who's the backup plan for TJ if he's gone? I think we all know who that player is. Who you should add to the main club if TJ Warren is no longer available on March 1st is Moses Brown. We all know why he deserves a roster spot, but if you don't, did you guys know that he recently was the G League Player of the Month? If you didn't know, now you know. Shout out to the NBA G League official account on the app X. According to them, non-stop dominance in the paint. I want to make sure I repeat that again because everybody knows we need more size inside. And what does Moses Brown give you? More size inside with a player that can rebound, block shots, and go back up and get his own shot, create his own shot, put back dunks, and still giving you great impact and great offense. Once again, non-stop dominance in the paint. Moses Brown has been named the Kia NBA G League Player of the Month for the month of January after posting 16.7 points per game, 16.4 rebounds per game, shooting a ridiculous 60.8% from the field, and leading the Westchester Knicks during this time to a 10-4 record. Brown had 5 games of 20-plus rebounds, including the first 30-plus point and 20-plus rebound game in Westchester Knicks franchise history. He's a defensive monster, and if he's given the right time, the right opportunity, I know he's going to shine. I know he's capable of giving you a double-double off the bench, off any legit NBA bench, if given the right time. And under head coach Tom Thibodeau, he will thrive. His defensive instincts, which are already good, will only get better under Thibodeau. That's what he does to centers. Whatever they're good at, they get better at. If they're already borderline a great center, when they come to Thibodeau and they leave him, they're one of the top centers in the league. Yes, you have Huck Porty. Yes, you have Achua who can step in and fill in for that backup center position. But as of right now, he's filling in for OG Anunoby. If you want to add more size, more impact to this team, a player who's a walking double-double off the bench, if given the right time, Moses Brown is the player New York should add. Out of all of these players that we've just named, everybody on the G League roster right now, TJ Warren remains the most likely to be added to this team. But that's only because he's available right now. Come March 1st, we have no idea who's going to be available, who's not going to be available, and who's going to end up on the buyout market. All of those things are very important for this team because that's going to determine what direction they go in. Buyout, Westchester, or something else entirely. But I'm happy that the Knicks stayed the course and made the moves that they wanted to make. They weren't forced to make a trade, and they didn't make a trade just to make a move. They made sure they looked at all offers on the table and made the right one possible. And I love that about Leon Rose and this Knicks front office. He's never going to make a move just to get off of a player and hurt us in the process. The Knicks are in the perfect situation right now to make a move that nobody's expecting. Yes, we have to wait before we make that move, but once we do, we're going to be a better team because of it. And if I want anybody leading the charge here at this point in time, I would want it to be Leon Rose. And that's exactly who we have. I have no issues, no problems, and no complaints because I know even though we can't make any trades right now, we can still make moves. And because we can still make moves, this roster can still get better. We're not done yet. Just be patient and wait because Leon, he's about to make another move. And that move is about to make the Knicks an even better team than we are right now. But what about you guys? What do you think about the following reports indicating that the Knicks are most likely to add TJ Warren to this team come March 1st? Let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knick fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.